Let me ask you something personal. Have you ever caught yourself wondering if intimacy is still meant for you in your senior years? Maybe you've had quiet moments lying awake at night, asking yourself, is it still safe for me to be close to my partner? Am I too old for this part of life? Or is there still a way to enjoy it without putting my health at risk? You're not alone. These are questions so many people think about, but almost nobody talks about out loud. And yet, intimacy isn't just about the body, it's about the heart, the connection, the spark that keeps love alive even after decades together. It's about the comfort of being held, the joy of laughing with someone you love, and the reassurance that you're still wanted, still needed, and still capable of giving and receiving affection. The truth is, intimacy in your later years is not only possible, it can be more meaningful than ever. It doesn't have to be about performance or pressure. It's about closeness, touch, and connection that goes far deeper than physical strength. And when you know which activities are safe, you gain the confidence to embrace this part of your life with joy, without the constant fear of doing harm to your body. That's why today's topic is so important. In this video, we're going to explore the top 10 sexual activities that urologists say are safe for seniors. Some of them you might expect, but I promise you, number 9 and number 10 will surprise you. They might even completely change the way you think about intimacy in your later years. So here's what I want you to do. If you believe, just like I do, that intimacy has no age limit, drop a quick comment down below saying, "I'm here for wisdom." Because this isn't just about learning, it's about breaking the silence, starting a conversation, and supporting one another as we grow older. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join us here at Elderly Wisdom Guide, where we share the kind of health and life advice that helps you live not just longer, but better. Now, take a deep breath, lean in, and let's dive into this list together. Let's begin with something simple, yet powerful, gentle kissing and touching. Think about those soft, affectionate kisses that never lose their magic. Maybe it's the way your partner leans in at the end of the day, or the warmth of a kiss on the cheek that says, "I'm here, I care, and I still choose you." These little gestures may seem small, but they hold incredible weight. You see, gentle kissing and light touches carry almost no physical strain at all. There's no heavy lifting, no demanding positions, nothing that taxes the heart or the joints. Yet, the reward is extraordinary. These soft touches and kisses send signals to your brain that release oxytocin, the same hormone that makes you feel loved, safe, and connected. For seniors, this is more than affection, it's medicine for the soul. It can lift your mood, reduce stress, and even strengthen your emotional bond with your partner. Now, here's where many people go wrong. Too often, intimacy is seen as something that must be big, bold, and strenuous to matter. Society has made us think it's all about performance, energy, and physical strength. But that's not true. Intimacy doesn't have to be exhausting. In fact, some of the most meaningful moments happen when you slow down and savor the gentleness. So here's my advice to you, don't rush. Don't feel pressured to turn every kiss or touch into something more. Allow yourself to enjoy those slower moments. Rest your hand on your partner's arm. Kiss them on the forehead. Hold their hand and linger for just a few extra seconds. These tiny acts are not only safe, but they can calm the nervous system, lower blood pressure, and remind both of you that intimacy is alive and well, no matter your age. But intimacy doesn't stop with just a kiss. Let's move to something just as powerful, extended hugging and cuddling. Imagine lying close to your partner, your head resting against their chest, and listening to the steady rhythm of their heartbeat. There's something so grounding about that sound, so reassuring, almost like a lullaby for the soul. In that moment, nothing else matters, not the aches, not the worries, not the years gone by, just the comfort of knowing you're safe in someone's arms. What makes hugging and cuddling so special is that it works wonders not only for your emotions, but also for your body. When you hold each other close, your circulation improves, your blood pressure can drop, and your body releases feel-good hormones that fight off loneliness and anxiety. For many seniors, these simple acts of closeness can make you feel more alive, more present, and more connected than you have in years. But here's a misconception I want to clear up. Some people believe cuddling isn't real intimacy, that it doesn't count because it doesn't lead to anything more physical. The truth is, cuddling is intimacy. It's one of the purest forms of it. It's saying, I want to be near you, I want to share my warmth with you, and I want you to feel secure with me. That kind of bond doesn't need proving, it's already there in the embrace. So here's my advice, don't underestimate the power of a long hug or a quiet cuddle. Hold your partner close when you watch a movie. Pull them near before falling asleep. Wrap your arms around them in the kitchen for no reason at all. These moments build emotional safety, comfort, and trust, the very foundation that keeps love strong in later years. And once that comfort is there, even light massage can deepen the bond. Now let's talk about something that can turn an ordinary evening into a moment of pure connection, sensual massage. Picture this, a quiet room, soft light, maybe a little calming music in the background, and the warmth of gentle oil being rubbed into your tired shoulders. A warm oil massage after a long day can feel like therapy, not just for the body but for the mind and spirit as well. It's a way of saying to your partner, I see you, I care about your comfort, and I want to ease your burdens. The beauty of massage is that it offers real physical benefits. It helps loosen stiff joints, improves flexibility, reduces muscle tension, and stimulates circulation. For seniors, especially those who experience stiffness or aches, a massage can bring both relief and intimacy at the same time. It's touch with a purpose, healing, soothing, and connecting. But here's the part that holds many people back. Some worry that arthritis or limited mobility makes massage impossible. They fear their hands aren't strong enough, or that the act itself will be painful. The truth is, massage doesn't need heavy pressure to be effective. Even the gentlest touch, when done slowly and with care, can create a powerful effect. It's not about strength, it's about intention. A soft hand moving at a comfortable pace can do more for closeness than any forceful movement ever could. So my advice to you is this, start simple. A light rub on the shoulders while sitting together. A soft caress of the hands with lotion. Even gently massaging the feet after a long day can bring tremendous comfort. Adjust to your own mobility levels, move slowly, and focus on creating calm and closeness rather than chasing perfection. The goal is connection, not performance. And sometimes, intimacy really does start with laughter. That's where playful intimacy and flirting come in. Think about it, passing a playful wink across the room, slipping in a little compliment, or whispering sweet nothings when no one else is listening. These small gestures may seem lighthearted, even a little silly, but they carry so much power. They say, I still notice you, I still desire you, and I still enjoy this spark between us. The beauty of flirting is that it keeps the spark alive without placing any physical strain on your body. There's no heavy lifting, no complicated positions, no endurance required, just the joy of being reminded that love can be fun. A simple giggle, a teasing comment, or even recalling a funny memory from years ago can reignite the flame in a way that feels effortless. Yet here's the mistake many people make. They think flirting is only for the young, for couples who are still dating or newly married. But the truth is, flirting is timeless. In fact, it becomes even more meaningful in later years because it shows your partner that romance hasn't faded away, it has simply matured. A playful wink at 70 can carry more weight than a grand gesture at 20, because it comes with decades of shared history and understanding. So here's my advice, let yourself be playful. Share inside jokes. Compliment your partner in unexpected ways. Send a little note, or say something light-hearted when you least expect it. These moments of levity ease tension, melt away performance anxiety, and remind you both that intimacy isn't just serious, it can be joyful, too. And speaking of communication, talk itself can be intimate. Picture this, sitting side by side with your partner, maybe on the porch as the evening settles in, or lying in bed just before sleep. You look into their eyes and start sharing memories, stories of the life you've built together, dreams you once had, or even little secrets you never thought to say out loud. In those moments, the closeness you feel doesn't come from touch alone, it comes from being truly seen and truly heard. This kind of intimate conversation goes deeper than words. When you maintain eye contact while you talk, something powerful happens in the body. Your brain releases bonding hormones, the same ones that make you feel safe and connected when you're held. It strengthens emotional closeness, and it reminds both of you that intimacy isn't only physical, it's also about the meeting of two hearts and two minds. But here's the thing, many people don't see talking as intimacy. They think, oh, that's just conversation, that doesn't count. And yet, some of the deepest forms of intimacy happen in quiet conversation, when you share your fears, your hopes, or even your gratitude for the person sitting across from you. Talking can be just as powerful, and in some cases, more lasting than physical intimacy because it nurtures the bond at its core. So my advice to you is this: redefine what intimacy means for you. Let go of the idea that it always has to be about performance or physicality. Instead, allow intimacy to be about connection. Share your feelings. Look into each other's eyes without distraction. Remind your partner of the moments you've cherished together. This kind of closeness doesn't just keep the relationship alive, it makes it thrive, even in your later years. But let's not forget, gentle touch can still evolve into physical closeness. Think about walking together hand in hand, even after decades of being side by side. That simple act of lacing your fingers with your partner's can carry more meaning than words ever could. It's like saying, we've made it this far, and I'm still right here with you. Hand-holding and gentle caresses may look small on the surface, but inside the body, they spark something powerful. The skin is full of nerve endings, and when they're stimulated through touch, it sends calming signals to the brain. It builds a sense of comfort, of safety, and of security. For seniors, especially those who may sometimes feel isolated or distant, that reassurance can mean everything. It's a reminder that you're not alone, that someone is close, and that connection is still alive and well. Yet, here's the problem: too many people dismiss these gestures as too simple. They think intimacy must always be grand, intense, or dramatic to count. But the truth is, it's often these small touches that keep the flame burning day after day. A caress along the arm. A hand placed gently on the back. A moment of fingers brushing against each other while sitting side by side. These quiet gestures create a foundation of closeness that no big performance could ever replace. So here's my advice: start small. Don't underestimate the power of touch. If you feel shy or uncertain about intimacy, begin with something as simple as reaching for your partner's hand. Stroke their arm while you sit together. Rest your palm on their shoulder when you talk. These little acts may feel gentle, but they can open the door to deeper intimacy over time. For those who want more, intimacy can also mean exploring soft, slow encounters. Passion doesn't need to be rushed, it can be rediscovered slowly. Picture this: instead of hurrying through the moment, you take your time, letting every touch, every kiss, every movement unfold like a gentle dance. There's no pressure, no finish line to cross, just two people savoring closeness at their own pace. This is where slow, gentle intercourse becomes meaningful for seniors. Unlike the hurried intensity that might have been common in younger years, slower intimacy allows you to choose positions that are low impact, kinder to the joints, and far less demanding on the heart. It eases strain, helps with endurance, and allows both partners to feel safe while still enjoying the physical closeness they long for. It's about comfort and connection rather than performance. Now, I know this is where fear often creeps in. Many seniors worry that intercourse isn't safe anymore, especially if they've had heart concerns or other medical issues. The thought alone can bring anxiety that takes away from the moment. But the truth is, with guidance from a doctor and a willingness to move at your own pace, intimacy doesn't have to stop. It just has to adapt. The body may change, but desire and closeness don't simply vanish. So here's my advice: if you've been hesitant, talk to your doctor for reassurance. But more importantly, talk openly with your partner. Focus less on performance and more on comfort. Find positions that feel natural, that don't strain your body, and that let you stay connected without pressure. Remember, the goal is not speed or intensity, it's tenderness, understanding, and the joy of rediscovering closeness in a new way. Intimacy is not limited to penetration. Sometimes, the most powerful moments of connection come from simply exploring closeness without pressure. Mutual self-stimulation is one of those gentle, safe ways partners can share intimacy while keeping everything at a pace that feels right for both. Imagine sitting close, touching, laughing, and learning about what brings comfort, without the fear of overexertion or strain. It's less about a destination and more about discovery together. This approach is especially valuable for seniors because it allows complete control. Each partner can move at their own rhythm, listening to their body, slowing down when needed, and creating a safe space that reduces the risk of overexertion. It's adaptable, it's personal, and it reminds both people that intimacy doesn't have to follow one rigid pattern. It can evolve with age, health, and comfort levels. Now, there's a common misconception here. Some believe that mutual self-stimulation is somehow a replacement for intimacy, as if it means the couple is settling for less. But that couldn't be further from the truth. In reality, it's a way to expand the definition of closeness. It's not about doing less, it's about experiencing connection in a way that's safe, supportive, and deeply personal. So here's my advice: if you or your partner are unsure, start small. Explore without expectation, without judgment. Use this as an opportunity to discover comfort zones together, to share affection in ways that feel natural, and to remind yourselves that intimacy is as much about presence as it is about passion. Now here's where things get truly fascinating, because intimacy isn't always about what the body can do. Sometimes, it's about what the mind creates. Erotic storytelling and fantasy can be one of the most powerful and overlooked forms of connection. Picture this: you and your partner, sitting comfortably, maybe with a cup of tea or nestled under a blanket, and you begin to read aloud a story, or even share a personal fantasy you've kept tucked away. Suddenly, the room feels alive, not because of movement, but because of imagination. The truth is, the brain is the most powerful sexual organ you have. Long after muscles tire and joints stiffen, the mind can still dream, explore, and ignite sparks that ripple through the heart. Sharing fantasies, or weaving a story together, stimulates not only desire but also deep emotional bonding. It reminds you both that intimacy is about more than touch, it's about connection at every level, including the mental and emotional. Of course, some people believe that if intimacy isn't physical, it doesn't count. They assume it has to involve the body to be real. But that's a myth. Words can stir passion just as strongly as touch, sometimes even more, because they leave room for imagination, creativity, and vulnerability. So here's my advice: don't be afraid to talk. Let your partner into your inner world. Share a dream, a memory, or even a playful scenario you invent together. It's not about being perfect, it's about being present, honest, and open. That openness builds trust, closeness, and yes, even desire. And finally, let's explore the one form of intimacy most people never even consider. Imagine this: you and your partner sitting quietly, holding hands, breathing together in rhythm. No rush. No performance. Just presence. This is what tantric or mindful intimacy is all about. It isn't about movement or effort, it's about slowing down, connecting on a level deeper than the physical. It's about energy, about noticing each breath, about simply being with one another in stillness. For seniors, this kind of connection can be life-changing. It takes away the pressure of physical strain, and instead invites calm, comfort, and awareness. When you breathe together, your hearts find a rhythm. When you sit in stillness, your minds meet in peace. It's not only intimacy, it's healing. It reduces stress, lowers blood pressure, and strengthens the bond that has held you together through the years. Now, a lot of people assume tantric intimacy is too complicated, too exotic, or just not meant for seniors. But that's not true at all. You don't need to study complicated techniques or sit in perfect positions. All it takes is intention. All it takes is choosing to be present, to listen, to breathe, and to share that moment of stillness. So here's my advice: start simple. Sit together, close your eyes, and take a few slow breaths in sync. Notice how that feels: calm, safe, grounding. Let your hands rest together. Let silence do the work. Over time, you may find that this mindful intimacy brings you closer than any rush of passion ever could. And these final two forms of intimacy often shock people, but they're among the most powerful, especially for seniors who are learning to redefine closeness in new, meaningful ways. Aging doesn't mean the end of intimacy, it just means redefining it. So many people grow older thinking passion has to fade, or that connection becomes less important. But the truth is, intimacy in later years often becomes richer, softer, and even more meaningful than it ever was before. Instead of fearing limitations, embrace the opportunities they bring. When certain doors close, others open. What you lose in speed or intensity, you gain in tenderness, patience, and presence. That's the gift of this stage of life. Intimacy can evolve into something deeper, something that nourishes not just the body, but the soul. Take a moment today, just one moment, to reach out to someone you love. Share a hug, whisper a kind word, or rest your hand gently in theirs. These small gestures carry enormous weight. They remind us that love is not measured by grand displays, but by everyday moments of connection. And always remember, true intimacy in later years lies not in performance, but in presence. It's about the depth of the bond, the comfort of companionship, and the beauty of knowing that even as bodies change, hearts can grow closer than ever. Now, let's take a moment to recap. We've covered 10 safe, meaningful, and fulfilling activities, from simple kisses and warm cuddles, to the joy of laughter, to the mindful stillness of tantric intimacy. Each one offers a unique way to reconnect, to rediscover, and to keep love alive, no matter your age. So tell me, which of these surprised you the most? Was it number 9, where the mind becomes the most powerful tool through fantasy and storytelling? Or was it number 10, the quiet yet powerful practice of mindful intimacy? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd truly love to hear your perspective. And if this video gave you new insights, don't forget to subscribe to Elderly Wisdom Guide, where we talk openly and honestly about health, intimacy, and aging with dignity. Together, we're building a community where seniors are celebrated, supported, and empowered to live fully. Thank you so much for watching. Remember this: intimacy doesn't fade with age, it only transforms. Stay connected, stay hopeful, and above all, stay open to the beauty of love in every season of life. I'll see you in the next video.